Once upon a time, in a city filled with tall grey buildings and long grey streets, lived a little kitten named Pip. Pip was a curious cat with soft grey fur that matched everything around her. She loved her city, but she often wondered if the world was bigger and more colourful than just shades of grey. One morning, Pip was chasing a grey feather when it was swept away by a gentle breeze. She followed it, her little paws pattering on the grey pavement all the way to the edge of the city. There, she saw something she had never seen before, a single, bright red rose growing in a patch of green grass. "Oh, how beautiful!" Pip exclaimed, her whiskers twitching with excitement. The rose was the most wonderful thing she had ever seen. She gently touched its velvety petal with her paw. As she did, a tiny speck of red dust like magic powder floated onto her nose. She sneezed a tiny sneeze, and suddenly her grey nose turned a beautiful rosy red. Pip looked at her reflection in a puddle. A red nose. It made her whole face look cheerful. "I must find more of these amazing things called colours," she decided. With her new red nose leading the way, Pip set off on an adventure to collect colours for her grey city. Her journey first took her to a vast green meadow. The grass tickled her paws, and the leaves on the trees whispered secrets to the wind. She met a friendly grasshopper who showed her how to roll in the fresh green clover. As she tumbled and played, a soft green dust settled all over her tail. When she stood up and shook herself, her grey tail had turned a brilliant grassy green. Pip giggled with delight. A red nose and a green tail. She was already becoming a rainbow of a cat. Waving goodbye to the grasshopper, she continued her quest. Soon she heard a sound she had never heard before, the gentle lapping of waves. She had reached the great, wide sea. The water was a dazzling shade of blue, sparkling under the sun. A pod of playful dolphins leaped from the waves, splashing her with cool, salty water. Each drop that landed on her fur left a tiny spot of sparkling blue. Pip splashed and played at the water's edge until her two front paws were as blue as the deep ocean. She wiggled her new blue toes, feeling brave and calm, just like the sea. With a red nose, a green tail and two blue paws, Pip felt more vibrant than ever. As the day went on, the sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink. But Pip was looking for the sun itself. She climbed the highest hill she could find, hoping to get a closer look. At the very top, she saw the big, warm sun, glowing like a giant ball of gold. "Oh, Mr. Sun," she called out, "you are so bright and cheerful. Could I please have a little bit of your yellow?" The sun smiled warmly and sent down a gentle golden sunbeam. It wrapped around Pip like a cozy blanket, and when it faded, her back was covered in a soft, sunny yellow. Pip now had a red nose, a green tail, blue paws, and a yellow back. She was a walking, talking piece of art. She knew it was time to go home. She couldn't wait to show everyone in her grey city the wonderful colours she had found. As she trotted back through the city gates, everyone stopped and stared. The grey pigeons cooed in surprise, the grey mice peeked out from their holes, and the people walking on the grey streets paused to look at the little colourful kitten. A small child pointed and whispered to their mother, "Look, a rainbow cat!" Pip didn't just walk through the city, she danced. She rubbed her red nose against a grey lamppost, and a circle of red appeared on it. She swished her green tail against a grey park bench, leaving a bright green stripe. She patted her blue paws on the pavement, creating a trail of blue paw prints. She arched her yellow back against a grey building wall, and a patch of sunlight yellow bloomed upon it. Everywhere Pip went, she left a little bit of colour behind. The red from the rose, the green from the meadow, the blue from the sea, and the yellow from the sun spread from one object to another. The lampposts' red spread to the mailbox, the benches' green spread to the bushes, the pavement's blue spread up the steps of the library, and the walls' yellow spread to the window frames. Slowly but surely, the grey city began to transform. Buildings turned from dull grey to sunny yellow. Parks turned a lively green. Fountains bubbled with sparkling blue water, and doors blossomed into cheerful red. The people of the city started to smile more. They painted their own houses in bright colours, planted colourful flowers in their window boxes, and wore colourful clothes. The city wasn't just a place of grey anymore. It was a living, breathing rainbow of joy and laughter. Pip, the little cat who collected colours, found a cosy home on a colourful windowsill where she could watch her beautiful city. She had learned a very important lesson. She didn't need grand magic or a powerful spell to make a difference. All it took was a little curiosity and the kindness to share the happiness she found. And so, the small cat with a big heart showed everyone that even the smallest act of kindness can bring a world of colour to the greyest of days. Thank you so much for joining Pip on her colourful adventure. If you loved this story, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more wonderful tales. We'll see you next time.